Hello, hello, drone family. In this case, as you see from my products, the DJI line of drone family. I'm just gonna make a comparison between you see my Neo, which is in the box. This is my second Neo. My first one, I was flying around in FPV mode. It was stubborn, then it fell in a puddle of water at the park I was in. So my other one is being repaired now, but I bought a new one right now. I want to make a comparison between the Neo and, as you see, my Avata. I only had the Avata for about 2 days now. I just been flying around having fun with it. Now, there have been many channels that I've seen on YouTube that make a comparison between the Neo and Avata 2, but I'm gonna give a real life comparison, the best usage of it. When they make that comparison, they be talking about the specs, all the things that the Neo could do, like track you, follow you, use different controllers for it. When they talk about the when they talk about the Avata, how it flies, and all that, they never make a how can I get the best use of these drones in real life. So that's what I'm talking about today. How can I get the best use in real life situations? Not on the specs, not on what they can, not on the specs, not on the sheet that DJI gave us. How can it affect me? What's the best use in real life? That's all you care about. How can I use it on a daily basis? So for number one, I'm gonna talk about the Neo first. The price for $199, $210 in the US with taxes on it is it's in the reach of many people. A lot of people, if you live in paycheck to paycheck, you can't be spending $1,000 like on my Avata. You can't be spending $1,000 like on my Mini 4 Pro or $1,000 on the Air series. But most people, if you have a decent job, they have it in their budget to buy that drone for $199 and start learning about the world of drones. So that's one thing about the Neo. It can get you introduced into the world of drones. Real life case. Number two, it's small. Now I'm interested, as you see from my Avata, I'm interested in flying FPV. And my first drone got messed up because I was trying to fly FPV in manual mode. But the small size is good to learn FPV. And the thing I like about the Neo, like when you get most drones, FPV drones, Neo size, they only last about 5 minutes, which is good for FPV drones. 10 minutes, that's wonderful. And then if it lasts 15 minutes or more, you hit the ballpark. It's excellent. Most drones that I know of, the size of the Neo, they only gonna give you 5 minutes, maybe 10. But my Neo, on average, it give me 15 minutes. So it's not equivalent to like I heard about the FPV size like 15 inches. It's not equivalent to like the 5-inch or maybe a 7-inch FPV drone. How long do they last? All right. The benefit I love most about the Neo, it can fit into tight spaces. Here in my neighborhood, at my local park, and it's right next. I can walk there within 3 minutes. I like to fly my Neo on the playground. With the bars, the swings, the carousel. The Neo fits well for maneuvering on a playground because it can fit, like my next one, it can fit in tight spaces. The Avata it can do that, but the Neo, because it's about twice as small, it definitely can go into actual tight spaces, like on the playground when I'm at. I never seen it in any video that I watch online on the internet. I never saw nobody flying their Avata on the playground. I've seen them flying their Neo on the playground, going through those little bars, going through the swings, going through the carousel. I've seen them do that with the Neo. I've never seen a person take their Avata 2, or even Avata 1, but Avata 2 in this case. I'm just gonna maneuver around the obstacle on the playground. My next one about the Neo. It introduced us into the world of FPV because before I ever got the Neo, I had my Batenzic Atom, a good beginner drone. It taught me how to handle drones, the Batenzic Atom, SE, and 3-axis gimbal. I used those first. Then I moved up to my Mini 4 Pro, for its advanced features. Then I went up to the Air 3S. Then eventually I got the Neo. But the Neo, since it's like a jack of all trades, it introduces you to the world of FPV. It's not the best FPV drone by far, but it's just good to introduce you there. Because for one thing, the Neo is not fast. Because when I be flying it on normal mode, it may go up to 6 meters per second. Then in sports mode, 8 meters per second, where I'm living at, which is 6 meters. That's roughly 12 miles an hour. And if we go to 8 meters a second, I think that's roughly 16 miles an hour. Another good thing about the Neo is sturdy. Now, before I was flying FPV, because you know FPV takes a lot more time and energy. The drone like to crash a lot. But when I crashed my Neo before I learned FPV, I never had it never broke. Nothing never broke with it. It only got damaged when I was trying to do the FPV landing. And I started acting weird on me. I think it was something like, because after I landed, it was talking about some downward sensor errors. Maybe I was explaining them sensor errors before it hit the puddle, because it wouldn't stop when I said it hit the ground. And the most important thing I like about the Neo, it's a good surveillance camera. Especially if you get the, like for me, I got the propellers that don't make a lot of noise. I know the normal Neo, it screams like a banshee. But I got the 4 propellers. It don't make a lot of noise. So it's good at surveillance. You can fly through abandoned, parking lots. You can fly through abandoned buildings, etc. The Avata is not good for that, because when you're just spending $200, and $210 on a drone, it doesn't hurt you that much. If something happened to it, it hurt, but it won't hurt as much as my 400 plus Avata getting injured or damaged. Because you see, I just now got the Neo, another one in a snap of a finger, because it's like $210. I can afford that. It hurt, but it's not a supreme hurt. So I said the best thing about the Neo, I can fly it through abandoned parking lots, maybe even on a junkyard, abandoned house. Because a couple weeks ago, I saw a guy, he was flying his Avata 2 inside of an abandoned house. Why in the world would I do that with my Avata? You fly in a house with the noise it may loosen the ceiling tiles even more than debris fly flat and destroy your $400 plus drone. Then the guy, when he was recording that, it seemed like he was by himself. Because like if you by yourself in a farm like area, you don't need no spotter that much, because nobody not around. He was by himself flying his drone in that abandoned house, that abandoned structure. Now the Avata is a lot quiet compared to the Neo. So those the benefits I like about the Neo. In summary, it's small. It has wonderful battery life. It can fit tight spaces. It introduces you to the world of FPV flying. It's sturdy and it's good for surveillance. Now, the Avata, what's good about it in regular daily life? For its size, it has a long battery life. It lasts on paper 20 minutes, but when I was flying for the last couple of days, my battery was saying 17, maybe 18 minutes. And as I said earlier, for most FPV drones, 5 or 10 minutes, that's all you're going to get from them. I like the speed of the Avata 2. When I was flying Avata 2 on normal mode, it was giving me 12 meters a second. Roughly 24 miles an hour in America. 12 meters per second and more. That was in normal mode. When I took it to sports mode, it bumped up to about 18 meters a second. What is that? 36 miles an hour. So I love the speed of Avata 2. Next is quiet compared to that Neo. When I was flying my Avata 2, for the last 2 days, I never once was disturbed about the noise factor. For a drone, it's pretty quiet. Now, I did hear the drone, like when you bring it back, coming to my car, I can hear it, but it wasn't screaming like a dying buffalo or something. It wasn't screaming loud like a dying penguin or something. Then I liked it. This I liked most about the this applied to the Neo 2. Since I've got a longer battery life, it fits more well into open areas. If you're looking online on different web channels, you see most people they fly their Avata to in large open spaces. They do it with the Neo, but with the Avata, they push it out. They go even further. And the other thing I like, the last thing I like about the Avata 2, just like with the Neo, is sturdy. I haven't crashed it yet. I'm pretty good with my drones. I don't crash a lot. I take the limitations to effect. My Avata 2 is not meant to go into tight spaces. I can go around trees and things, but I don't try to push it and try to squeeze in no tight spaces. So people, those are things I like about my Neo and I like about my Avata 2. I'm giving you a real world experience, not no information off some dumb fact sheets or just the actual facts about it. How does it fly in the real world? I hope. Oh, now I'm going to talk about too. Since I'm flying my Neo, you see I have my N3 goggles for those. You know, $200+. The N3 goggles. One thing I love about the N3 goggles, it was easy to set up, even for a new beginner. Easy. You put them on, you follow the instructions on the screen, and zap, you're good. And what I like about the most about the N3 goggles, right up here, they got a nice fat button where you can maneuver your mouse around on screen. The Avata 2, they don't have that nice button. You gotta guess where the button at. But then, and then see with the Avata 2, let me see where the button at. The button, it turns on from the bottom. Let me open up the antennas. Yeah, for the Avata 2, that same button behind the antenna. So the Avata 2, it make you extend those antennas. Like when I was doing my N3 goggles all the time, I wasn't extending my antennas. But with the Neo 2, to get to that cursor, you have to extend those antennas. One more thing, with the N3 goggles I like, you can wear glasses on with that. I wear glasses, but I'm nearsighted, so when I have the N3 goggles, I don't need to put my glasses on because the image right in front of my face is near. And you can share what you have on your screen on your phone, but you have to hook a cord up to it. Those are the benefits of the N3 goggles. Now let me go to the Goggles 3. And I think the N3 goggles, I went with the N Neo because it was made especially for the Neo. The Goggles 3, compared to the N3 goggles, the screen was excellent. It looked just like normal life. And also what I like about the Goggles 3, if you tap it on the side, tap, 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 it'll bring up, the image that you see every day. Like I'm looking at you now, I show the image. And I hear a lot of people complain about that Goggles 3 image. Oh, if you need to see more, just turn your head left or right. You can see more. Because when I was flying the drone in my car, I heard the drone beside me. But I said, let me tap the N3, the Goggles 3 on the side so I can see my drone. I tapped it on the side, couple clicks, 1 T, and I looked around and I saw my drone right there. Now, I know it's not normal human field of vision. It's more narrow to what you see directly in front of you. If I need to see to my left, I turn my head to the left. If I want to see what's on the right side, I turn my head to the right. So the Goggles 3, they show you what's in front of you for the most part. For the most part. And most important, you see for the Goggles 3, I like the small size. You see how tiny it looks compared to the N3 goggles. I think it's twice less. I think the N3 goggles is double the size. And I like you can share your screen via Wi-Fi. I haven't done that yet because I only had it for 2 days. And one thing, like I said, I did like the tab screen. But both the N3 goggles and Goggles 3 have that tab screen. So that's it, my good people. I hope you got some enjoyment about how Neo, how Avata 2, how N3 goggles, how Goggles 3 can benefit you in daily life. Till the next time, family. Ciao.